Hello, today we are having part 5 of the Karl Franz campaign as Empire, of course, and at the moment we have somewhat secured our northern areas, but Marienburg is besieged. Let's hope that Alberich Suthernhof will be enough to relieve it, and then we are getting some Hellstorm rocket batteries for Karl Franz, and we have some areas to regain in Stirland. And let's see what we still need to do. I think we will keep this city, or this army in this city, at least for now. And I think we can finish this turn here. Okay, and it seems Belacor is attacking Alberich, and we of course need to fight, and both sides will have some reinforcements. Let's see how we will fare against him and his allies. So at least these Chaos Warhounds shouldn't be too difficult opponents. And then there is 2 choke points. So we should have pretty decent defensive advantage. Though our infantry is quite poor quality. But maybe they can do at least something. And then there is Belacor himself, who is quite a beast in lashing out damage. But let's see if we can hold. And even causing quite a bit of damage with this army, and then withdrawing, and not losing our garrison, could go a long way in securing that Marienburg will be safe. And it's also important that the enemy is attacking. By the way, welcome aboard. Any new viewers, feel free to comment, post tips and advice, and so on. So, the gap here is somewhat wider than the gap here. So I think we need to have these swordsmen on this side. And then I think we will pretty much spread our forces on both sides. Then of course maybe these guys in the middle would be nice so that they can aid both sides. I think the silver bullets will be on this side because this is the wider side, and I would guess that the enemy will try to push through here. But then I think putting the general here will be of more service to the both sides. And let's put this regiment of renown there. And these guys, I guess, should be here as well. And then the Griffites will act as a reserve. And I think now it's a go. Okay, at least the Chaos Warhounds are coming to this side at first. So let's put our archers to the ready. Or maybe they are not coming to close range, but let's try to fire with as many troops as possible at the moment. Which unfortunately does not seem to be succeeding. But at least some of the enemy Chaos Warhounds are already taking damage. And finally, some of our units can get some shots off. And it seems our reinforcements are somewhat slower than those of the enemy. And I think we should focus our fire on the heaviest enemies here. So basically these Chaos Warriors. Okay, it seems some Warhounds lost their nerve and decided to attack. And they should take quite decent damage here. And is the enemy actually switching its point of, or focusing its troops on this side? Okay, we have some reinforcements incoming, and fortunately they are closer to this side. So it's time to move fast. And let's see if those arrows could do some good. And I think we need to withdraw at least some of the archers here. At least somewhat. And of course the artillery should start firing as soon as possible. And it seems we have a breach here. So let's send in the reserves to plug it. And I think we will handle these units here first, and only then send reinforcements to the other side. Okay, good. And it's time to form a new defensive line here. And let's send some troops here. I think it's time to hurry. And there seems to be some difficulties with the game. Fortunately, they ended. And I think these guys are actually have pretty good position there, but let's bring the crossbowmen here. And then let's withdraw with our reserves. And I think you guys can start shooting Belacor. And if you have the possibility, you can shoot him as well. Let's take him down. Okay, those war mammoths here are causing quite a lot of troubles at the moment. Are you firing? I hope you are. And let's hope. I guess these units can at least do something in close combat. And let's take down the Marauder Horsemen. And it seems we need to focus at least some of the missile fire on enemy units here. And at least most of the enemies there are breaking. So let's break the rest of them as well. And I think we are in a need of new defensive line somewhere around here. And it's time to focus the fire on the other side. So the halberdiers to the front line. Hand gunners there, and hopefully this guy could shoot at the enemies rather soon. And maybe we should try to concentrate this fire here. So let's try to take down the enemy captain. And of course, this kind of ability could do some damage there. And apparently the battle here is going to end in a loss. Okay, so a close defeat. But at least Belagor's host took some beating. I hope these casualties will aid us enough in defense of Marienburg. Of course, the wisest course of action might have been to withdraw right after we managed to beat most of this Belagos host. Then again, I think Alberich can replenish his casualties in several turns, so we should be in position to strike back in Marienburg, even if we lose it. Okay, I don't think we want to confederate just yet. Okay, Alberich was killed. Interesting. And we are going to have a rebellion here. Not looking too good.
As is my right by Sigmar's crown. On it. Yes, to unite.
And I think we could train some additional rocket batteries here. And of course here the question is, can we hire some additional troops to help in defense there? Let's see, so we can recruit some archers, and that's pretty much it. I guess we need to count on this province to keep it itself in check, so we can bring an additional army from there. And then we have an option to research some new technology. Let's take that one. And I don't think we can do much about anything for the rebellion here. We could delay it for one more turn, but okay. Actually, maybe we can prevent it with some cost. And let's see. So we are missing an electro count. I think we will name Adelbert. And then I think this is the moment of truth. We will see what the besiegers do in Marienburg. Okay, so Clan Rictus is declaring a war. I don't think these guys will help us, but okay, they actually are. That's somewhat surprising. So welcome aboard, any new viewers. And Grunburg is under assault. I think we need to defend it. Let's try to cause as many casualties to the enemy as possible. I think with Karl Franz, sorry, we will be able to take the city back. But I'm afraid that we will lose the city here. At least we have a decent number of crossbowmen at our disposal here. But it seems that the number of enemies surrounding us is growing a bit too high. We are being assaulted almost constantly at the moment. And the enemy has split its army into 3 parts. And I think this will be the enemy army we will try to take care of first. And then we have some options to build towers. Maybe we need to try to hold this point. Okay, so that's not very useful. Well, let's at the very least build a cannon tower here. And then let's see if our crossbowmen can cause some damage to the enemy as they are moving in there. Then I think the spearmen try to hold the enemies here and here as well. And then the halberdiers and swordsmen will try to intercept this enemy force, and of course we will bring the crossbowmen to help when that's possible. And I guess these crossbowmen should start firing pretty soon. And soon we have the tower available for us. And this enemy army is approaching us. Vampire zombies, skeleton spearmen, and Sylvanian crossbowmen. Apparently. And we have some enemies hitting us here. Okay. And it seems the battle is about to begin. Let's try to surround the enemies here. And maybe we need to pull back the crossbows to aid in this battle here. And let's actually try to slow down the enemies a bit here. And it's time to fire. And of course, if this tower can fire here, that would also be quite beneficial. And since the enemy lord is attacking here, I think we need some reinforcements. And let's see if we could take down at least some enemy units here. Okay, and it seems our tower is intent on shooting our spearmen more than the enemy units. And hopefully these enemies will go down soon. And it seems some enemies are trying to flank us here. And I think we should send another halberdier unit to aid against the enemy lord. And let's hope they can do some decent damage there. And the charge there is looking pretty bad. And it seems at the moment our infantry is unable to take down even wizards. Okay. Some crossbowmen rallied. And let's hope we can take down this enemy melee specialist. Actually, it's interesting that he fights a lot worse than the enemy spellcasters. Maybe his level is so much lower that I guess these troops are needed in here. And did we manage to take out the enemy hero there? I guess we did. And I guess it's a defeat. So, even Reichland isn't secure anymore. Okay, we managed to take out one vampire, but White King still lives. Though barely. And we took out 3 enemy units and almost 1 crossbowman unit as well. Doesn't look too good. Let's see if we can turn the tide at some point. Okay, and it seems they captured Grunberg. And then Shadow Legion is assaulting Isleheart. Well, at least most of them went down. I guess they raised it. Or then not. Maybe sacked. And let's appeal the Electros there.
Summon the elector counts. Yes, to unite the provinces. Moving off.
So, we want to take these 3. At least, I don't think we need those swordsmen. And then let's give up Stir River Patrol as well. And it seems no regiments of renown available at the moment. And Isleheart will need some repairs. And hopefully we can prevent the rebellion here and increase some public order as well. And okay, so we have Stirland's Revenge available here. We have not enough money for much else. Some Swords of Ulrich. And let's move out to aid Marienburg. I don't think these guys need to move. If we move them, we create an opportunity to some of the enemies, for example these, Warcrow of Woe to assault us from there. So I guess these guys need to be there. And I don't think upgrades in these provinces are very wise. Maybe in Arnau, Weaving House could bring some benefits compared to its costs. And I think we have a turn, and next turn we should drive the vampire counts out of Grunberg. And from there we will continue to Flensburg, and then from there to Wurtbad. Okay, so these guys are assaulting us. We cannot have any reinforcements. I think by fighting manually we could try to inflict as many casualties as possible on the enemy. And let's hope that's enough to aid Marienburg. So most of the initial enemy army are in pretty low health. So we should have some opportunities here to do some decent damage. And I don't think we have the retreat option available, so I guess we need to fight until death. I guess this here will be the best place for our defenses. We have an opportunity to fire from above, and then again, if we actually move a bit further up, I think the enemy will tire out a bit more when attacking. So, let's hope the initial army will charge. Apparently they won't. So does it mean that we need to move to engage them? Okay, that was quite bad. Let's try to take down some of those trolls. Or maybe those warhounds. Okay, so this pretty much is a catastrophe and will likely cost us Marienburg as well. Okay, so let's see if Marienburg will hold. Apparently the battle AI has improved at least somewhat from Rome Total War, since the initial enemy force doesn't move to engage without the reinforcements, as it does in the, at least in Rome Total War and likely in medieval Total War as well, in most cases. Okay, and let's see if Grönberg can be liberated. Yes, it can. And Reichland is secure once more. Good. And then Eilhart needs to be upgraded as well. And then this army needs to reinforce Marienburg rather quickly. And apparently we can give the army there some improved troops. Let's do it this way, and then some additional melee troops. And I guess that's quite nice. And I guess we want some growth and trade as well, and let's see our diplomatic options. Okay, with Clan Angrund we could have non-aggression pact. That's nice. And the same can be said with Aquitaine. And about Carcassonne, then actually a nice amount of trade agreements as well. They are that far away that maybe we don't need to have non-aggression pact. With Aveland we could have trade agreement as well. I think we want to have it. And okay, so we can upgrade some buildings now. Maybe some additional income would be nice. And let's upgrade R now as well. Even though it seems that building the defenses won't help that much against raiding enemy armies. And unfortunately the World Walkers are attacking right now. Let's try to inflict as many casualties as possible to them. And then I think we need to reclaim the city. Let's hope they don't raise it. I think we need to utilize the towers with the most weakened units, and then let's put up the majority of defenses somewhere around here, and maybe some arrow towers along the way to cause some damage to the enemy as it advances. So at least some of the enemies are actually pretty close to the towers. And they might actually get some decent shots off. So this shouldn't be a complete waste. And then I guess these are the remaining troops. And I guess this is pretty critical location. This as well. So let's put most of our defenses here. And maybe we could actually fire on the enemies as they are coming in from there. So let's put those troops there. And then about the towers, maybe this one here will be of some service, and this one here as well. And let's start the battle. And let's see how we do fare. Firing against those might not be the wisest course of action, but I don't think I can control it. And as soon as we have additional 500 points, I think we need a new tower. And maybe the mortar could open fire sometime soon as well. And let's try to be of service here, but I think the wall there has been lost. I think that battering ram here is pretty interesting looking. And we can build a new tower. And at least this tower is already firing, and I think we need to concentrate next on the towers that are connected to this supply location. So the gates, they are down, and apparently the towers here are not under our control anymore. Maybe the crossbowmen could be of some service on the walls there. So let's move them there. And then we have one additional tower, which is worth building, I guess. After that, it's going to have to be the barricades. And I guess starting with this one. And then let's continue with these ones here. And at least the crossbows are fighting some damage. And it seems the real fight is about to begin, even though I'm a bit afraid it will be a short one. And fortunately it seems these guys are able to fire. At least one of them. And actually, if we could take down this unit, it would be quite beneficial for recapturing the city here. Or rather, these units. Okay. At least that feral mammoth is withdrawing. Could we actually try to hit it with something more still? I guess we need to bring these guys here to reinforce the battle line. And apparently our infantry is about to flee. Let's try to take down that war mammoth. Okay, nice. Okay, that's coming back. And it seems another war mammoth is joining the fray. And I guess that's pretty much it. So let's fight to the bitter end to cause as much casualties as possible. But it seems we got a defeat. But the defeat was upgraded from close defeat to Valiant One, so at least the manual control of the battle didn't go in vain. Unfortunately, there is a risk that they will raise Marienburg, and that won't be at all nice, because rebuilding it will cost quite a lot of. I think one of our main armies should be able to retake the settlement if the enemy decides to keep it. Okay, it was sacked, it seems. So, okay, a non-aggression pact with these guys is welcome. And let's put military access as well into the package. And I don't think we want to confederate just yet. And then finally, hopefully, we can drive these walls workers out. Excellent. And let's take some experience. And I think we want to hunt down that Shadow Legion as well.
Yes, my lord.
And let's move to Altdorf.
What does the Emperor bid?
And I think we want some more rocket batteries.
Bring me to my men.
And I think Urtbad will be our next target.
Pick up the pace.
Or rather, yeah, Furtbad, of course. Because it's more easily to defend, or easier to defend, and from there we can assault Flensburg as well. And then let's see what kind of investments we want to make. I think this army might be more useful in Högik.
Raise Sigmar.
From there, it can reinforce our assault on Wurtbad if needed. And in Middenland, I don't think we want to improve the farms. I'm wondering whether I should raise a new army, or maybe I should just repair Marienburg. So I don't need to worry that I would have too much money. And let's see the diplomatic options.
Lord of Athelloren. Yes.
Okay, military access with Clan Angrund
What brings you before the
and military alliance. Let's take them both. And Wiesenland, we could have military access.
approach us, friend, and make your offer.
Looks good. And with the Ice Court, a defensive alliance, let's take that. And it seems all our allies actually are in pretty bad shape as well, if our strength is greater than theirs. So overall, the situation doesn't look too bright to the forces of order. I don't think we want to build an outpost. I don't think the units are worth it. So let's finish the turn, and next turn continue our campaign against Sylvania. Okay, we will join the war. Hopefully we don't actually have to do anything. It seems Shadow Legion is quite a bit weakened. So maybe we could at some point strike against them. And I think we will stop the war here. And okay, our land has been destroyed. And we have a new technology, and we have a witch hunter. Nice. Let's take Imperial. Oh, let's not actually take it. So maybe Clergy of Sigmar to reduce corruption. And where is this new hero? I think it can join this army there. And of course, if it can bring law and order to this area, it would be pretty nice. So let's leave him here. And Wurtbard is actually pretty well defended at the moment. So we might want to assault Flensburg first. And I just want to see those rocket batteries in action. And for once it's nice to be on the apparently stronger side in the battle. So let's hope all goes well here.
Hellstorm rocket battery! Missiles at the ready!
I'm just wondering that we might need some more melee infantry. But at least the rocket batteries can open fire here. And let's see if they strike through. Well, at least some of the enemies are taking hit. Okay. These skeleton warriors should go down rather soon. And let's send these guys to hunt down the skeleton warriors here. And I think you should attack on the other direction, unless our own troops might get hit otherwise. Okay, these skeleton warriors should go down rather soon. And let's hunt down the Fellbats next. And maybe we could take down the archer tower there. And you're not supposed to go that far to the front. So the bats are down. And let's move against... Let's try to take down the tower. And I guess these guys could go hunting Valdakir von Schwarzhafen. Okay. Then let's take down the enemy tower there. Okay, we have a new target, the direwolves. And let's send the Reichsguard to assist. Okay. So apparently the help there was unnecessary. And we have a victory. No, we don't want to have to rematch. And we actually lost 3 men, it seems. So I think Karl Franz can stay here. And at the same time, we will bring the reinforcing army from the north. Since I think in Woldbad there is Sylvanian's main army. And I think we don't want this army to suffer casualties. And at the same time, we want absolutely have that city. So I think the reinforcements will be necessary. Of course, we could bring the army from Altdorf. So our northern flank would stay covered that way. That's perhaps another option. And then of course we would have some more of those nice Hellstorm rocket batteries. I think we will just grab these areas.
I see no other option. Is it time? Yes, my lord. On march!
And let's upgrade her geek. And here of course the question is, does Marienburg need some additional protection? Or maybe we want to take Grungzint for us? Or maybe we want to take the war to the Barrow Legion, taking down some of their settlements would at least feel good, to give some payback from their aggression. And of course it would serve our strategy of keeping our areas safe. I don't think we want to capture those areas, at least yet, because they might be a bit too hard to keep. Okay, Lamian Sisterhood, where are they? I guess we will join the war if they put in the trade agreement and some money. Okay, nice. Okay, Vlad von Carstein is assaulting this hero. And of course, if he weakens Vlad, that will make capturing Woldbad easier, but now we are lacking one army. So let's retrain a new one. And I think we will take that back and let's use Prestige there. Carcassonne has been defeated, it seems. And in Hergeek, let's hire... I think we will take the Huntsman General. And let's begin the recruitment. And maybe we can hire some additional troops there as well. And let's take experienced hunters, inspiring presence and pistol corps. And Vlad is out of Wurtbad. So the city is ready for taking. And some more replenishment. And now the question is, should we get rid of these guys? What kind of regiments of renown we have available? Apparently some Hammer of the Witches, I don't think we want those. And then we could have the Bordermen Outriders, I'm not certain we want those either. So we will wait. And then this army can move here. And I think some halberdiers might be beneficial. And it seems Heinrich Kemmler abandoned Gisoreux. I don't know how to pronounce that in French, but in any case it's ours and we will raise it. And let's hurry to apparently nowhere. Okay, nice. And we also have a new level. And let's take Benediction. I think that hero can stay there. And do we have some... I think we could take actually build that. And here, well, the extra income isn't that big. Maybe in Gorsel. Let's take that and let's see what kind of opportunities we have. So let's make a non-aggression pact here. And with great orthodoxy as well. And let's put every other treaty to the package as well. And with Laurelon, I think non-aggression pact is nice as well. With Golden Order, let's make military access pact. And it seems, at least we are valued as a partners in diplomacy. So, Wurtbad should be improved. And how do we make sure that it will stay under our control? Well, at least money will be required. And maybe we will upgrade the farms here to increase the growth at least a bit. And let's see how Sylvania will respond. If Vlad decides to move somewhere close by, I will at least check with Karl Franz that if we could take him down. Because that could open new avenues against other Sylvanian cities. I don't think we want to join this conflict, unfortunately. So welcome aboard, any new viewers. Feel free to post tips, comments, ask questions, whatever you like. Okay, and Paravon has been besieged. Grunburg has been besieged. Pyrrhic victory, I think we will take it, and let's take the money. It's always nice to take down some rats. And close victory here. Jakob Steinhoff can go. And unfortunately it seems we were unable to take him down completely. But I think we will just hunt him down. Okay, that's nice. And I think... Okay, bloody hand. Greenskins. So let's see if they are hostile. I guess they are. Enemy army. Okay. So we might have additional battle ahead of us soon. Let's see if we can hire some. Let's take these outriders. And where is Vlad? At least I don't see him. Okay, there. Capturing Krugenheim would be nice, but capturing Averheim I think would be even nicer. So let's move to engage. Decisive victory. And this city is ours. And of course, holding Wurtbad might be somewhat more difficult here, but let's do our best. And let's continue to upgrade Eilhart. And Castle Artois and Blackstone Post are at least some areas we should consider taking out or capturing, at least at some point. Maybe we don't need to upgrade Helmgard at least yet, but maybe Paravon could benefit from additional defenses. Of course, Arnau will benefit somewhat more. Okay, it's going to be a bit costly there, and of course we need to reinforce this army here. maybe we want to upgrade the farm there, so that we can have Altdorf to level 5. I'm wondering if I should give some of the Sylvanian areas, for example, to Averland, because that way we could gain Imperial authority and we wouldn't have to worry about the upkeep of one defensive army. Because I think if we get the Averland to re-emerge, they could pretty soon build a sustainable force, and that could help us in our defense there. I think we will join the defense by hiring some mercenaries, and we can even gain some money out of it. And we have some Norska approaching, so let's move to Marienburg and let's actually upgrade the city. And here there is Karl von Carstein moving possibly towards Grunburg. I think we should hire some additional troops. And then these greenskins are on the move. So some extra troops here are necessary as well. Of course, Krugenheim might be open to attack. And then from there we could move against Mordheim. And Beschaffen is pretty far away. But I think we will focus on Sylvania at the moment. And if we capture the mood, and of course Grenstadt is another possibility. But since Mood forms a province by itself, I think we will move there first. And of course we could secure this area, moving here first. It seems life is full of choices. I think we will take the mood. Nonetheless, let's check the garrisons in these settlements. So there shouldn't be too much difficulties in taking this. And let's return this to, I guess, Stirland. And could we actually move to Overheim? Excellent. So we can replenish some casualties, and let's replenish some more. And of course we want that artillery master pretty soon as well. And here let's finish the time warp to maximum level. And I think we should try to get rid of those mortars to trade them to some bit, for example, another Hellstorm rocket battery. That zero doesn't need to move. And let's check the diplomatic options. In Stirland, okay. I think non-aggression pact is nice, and trade agreement will pay itself back rather soon. And we got an achievement, trading nation, nice. And I think we have a turn. And it's interesting to see what these two armies are up to. It might be that we need to take some action against them. At the very least, help Visenland against them. And it seems at least one army is attacking us. Let's take the heroic victory. And I guess experience, and let's hope that the Sylvanian army doesn't want to attack as well. Excellent. And I don't think we want Golden Order to join us just yet. And 5 levels is actually quite nice. So I guess Pistol Corps, Rally, and then Artillery Master and Sharpshooter. And of course we want some new troops. And I think Grenzstadt is an obvious target here. And this province has been secured. And it seems these guys are pretty heavily in here. Let's hope the Golden Order will be able to push them a bit further back. I don't want to go there just yet with Karl Franz. Okay, so Azhak might be moving towards Grudenwald, and because of that we need to have some regiments of renown at the very least, and some other troops as well. And I think we need to rename some electro counts. And I think we want to have in Middenheim a general or huntsman general. Let's take that one. And he of course needs some new troops, and let's name him as the Electro Count of Stöland. And thus we have a new crossbow unit available. And are these heading towards Arnau? It might be necessary to move the army a bit northwards. And here I think we want some more money, and let's see the diplomatic options. Apparently no options available. And from here maybe Schwarzhafen might be a good target. And it seems Vlad is moving towards us, so we need to be prepared to face him. I don't think we want to join that fight, at least just yet. And actually it seems Stirland doesn't like us too much. So, settlement not returned and Grudenwald is under attack. I think we just have to accept sacking of it, it seems. But at the moment we don't have enough strength nearby to engage that army directly. Okay, we could take Arkendorf. And that would actually be a linchpin of our defenses in this direction. So because of that, I think we will move and we will capture and I think we need to build walls. And I don't think we need that building there. And let's improve the casualty replenishment rate, and this guy, maybe Sigmar's ward. Okay, so Vlad is moving here, and there is another army as well. That's a bit worrisome. I think we need to focus our recruitment on these areas here. And it seems Arnau is secure. Maybe we could move to engage. And actually I want to fight this manually. It's always nice to have those rocket batteries fire at the enemies. So, infantry to the front. I guess rocket batteries are able to fire, archers behind. And I guess this guy can go to the front as well. And let's start the battle. And it seems the enemies are moving against us. And let's hope that those rocket batteries get some decent hits. Nice. Okay, I guess he shot a fireball. We will respond with some of our own. And soon our crossbows should be able to fire as well. Okay, and I guess these guys should be fleeing rather soon. And let's actually engage. The enemy lord there. And unfortunately it seems some of the enemies are moving against our rocket batteries. So let's give them some aid there. Okay, it seems we actually lost at least one of the rocket batteries. Fortunately, we can have some new ones. Okay, I guess those guys have been dealt with. Enemy lord has been killed. And I think we have a victory here. Not quite as decisive as I would have liked, especially that loss of the rocket battery was not nice. Okay, Pyrrhic victory. So, apparently I shouldn't have played it. And actually, this unit might have survived, just barely. And I think we will take experience, and we actually did lose one rocket battery. So we should try to get a new one as soon as possible. And maybe this army could move to Flensburg. And maybe we don't want to recruit anything just yet. Other armies are doing okay at the moment. And let's see about building upgrades. Wood, but let's build the walls. And I think that's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That will help a great deal. You can also post comments, give tips and advice, or ask some questions if you like. Have a great rest of the day. Quality Old Games.